We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. Gautama Buddha. Right from the very beginning of 2026, you have likely felt pressure surrounding you from all sides. The pressure to control everything, to meet expectations, to steer your own future in a world full of change. At times, you might find yourself lost, amid unfinished projects, fragile relationships, sleepless nights haunted by nameless worries. That fatigue, even if you try to hide it, quietly wears away at your confidence and joy for life. But what if you tried shifting your perspective, living as if everything is working out in your favor, no matter the reality? This isn't blind optimism, but rather the essence of Stoic philosophy. To build an inner strength, to welcome every upheaval with composure, to focus on what you can control, and to trust that every experience, whether good or bad, carries meaning for your personal journey. In this video, I will be with you, helping you recognize each wound, crisis, and exhaustion, then gradually guide you to find inner peace. Watch until the end, to receive the full solution and discover a way of living that is freer and more resilient every day. Imagine an ordinary day. You wake up, check your phone, see an email from your boss, filled with demands, no appreciation. You feel ignored. That evening, a small argument with a loved one pushes you further down. Soon a thought appears. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe things will get worse. The moment you accept that thought, the quiet inner battle begins. Day after day, you carry an unexplained heaviness, tension on your shoulders. You look at work with suspicion, on the defensive, fearful of failure. Your relationships become more superficial. Gradually, your self-belief erodes. You fall into procrastination, become afraid of challenges, easily irritated with yourself or others. That's the price of letting negative assumptions control your mind. It wrecks your self-mastery, wears down your willpower, distorts the way you see the world. If you've ever been in that state, I understand, because I've been there too. There were mornings I didn't want to get out of bed, hesitant to check my phone, for fear of more bad news. Whenever I faced difficulties, I kept asking myself, am I really okay? In those moments, I realized that what was dragging me down wasn't reality, but my own self-constructed pessimistic assumptions. I had been living as if everything was falling apart, and so I stopped being proactive, withdrew, and was afraid to face my own tomorrow. But then, by chance, I reread Meditations by Marcus Aurelius and stopped at this line: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. I once asked myself, what if I chose to believe that everything would eventually be okay? Not as self-delusion, but as a conscious choice to assume the positive in my thoughts and actions, even when reality hadn't changed. Instead of replaying worst-case scenarios, I trained my mind to repeat one belief: with clarity and perseverance, I will always find a way forward. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means refusing to lose myself when things don't go my way. I don't react impulsively or rush into despair. Acting as if things will work out isn't passive hope. It's emotional discipline. It keeps the spirit steady. You dare to start. You dare to continue, even when the outcome is unclear. I practice this daily, especially in small moments. In tense meetings, I reminded myself, I'll do my best, and whatever happens, I'll handle it. With family issues, instead of becoming defensive, I asked, "What can I control right now? What should I let go of?" This mindset doesn't make you careless. It prevents unnecessary emotional reactions. Modern life trains us to focus on worst-case scenarios. That's not wrong, but living entirely in defense mode means never truly living. So, change the question. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" When fear turns into curiosity, you reclaim your agency. You don't need to know the outcome. You only need to trust that you're strong enough to move forward. Declare who you will be, then act accordingly. Even on a terrible day, stand up, breathe deeply, and say, "Everything will be okay. I'll do my part. The rest is beyond my control." Repeat this daily, and your mind will shift. Your inner strength grows. Relationships soften. Work feels lighter because you stop chasing impossible expectations. Your attitude toward life is your choice. Choose a positive assumption. Repeat it. Act on it. That's where freedom begins. Your mindset shapes every experience. If you see life through fear and pessimism, your mind will sabotage opportunities. But if you cultivate positive expectations, your mind searches for solutions and new paths. I have a friend named Henry, an ordinary man with a stable job, who lived in constant self-doubt. He feared mistakes, avoided responsibility, and withdrew from work and family. His problem wasn't lack of ability, but a loop of negative expectations. Every opportunity felt like a threat. Instead of reassuring him, I encouraged him to change his expectations, starting small. "I'll contribute something valuable. I'll learn something new." Gradually, he became more confident and engaged. Stoicism doesn't deny reality. It teaches control of attitude. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond." Positive expectation isn't blindness. It's discipline, the driver of right action. Start small. Speak up. Try. Each step tells your mind you deserve better and have the power to create it. If Henry can change, so can you. The power of mindset and expectation should never be underestimated. It shapes every experience you have, from morning to night. When you see life through pessimism, doubt, and fear of failure, your mind will reject or sabotage opportunities before they begin. But when you cultivate positive expectations, your mind naturally searches for solutions, paths, and possibilities you might otherwise miss. I have a friend named Henry, 40 years old, stable job, ordinary family life. Yet he lived in constant unease. At work, he felt invisible. Each new project triggered fear of mistakes. Day after day, he told himself he wasn't good enough. Over time, this mindset took its toll. He avoided responsibility, skipped meetings, and withdrew from both work and family. His problem wasn't lack of ability, but a loop of negative expectations that turned every opportunity into a threat. Instead of telling him everything would be fine, I encouraged him to change his expectations, starting small. He entered meetings thinking, "I'll contribute something useful. I'll learn something new." Gradually, his confidence grew. He spoke up more, engaged with challenges, and stopped fearing being wrong. Only then did the true power of expectation become clear. Stoicism doesn't deny reality or promote blind optimism. It teaches a simple truth. Your attitude is the only thing you truly control, and it begins with the expectations you set each day. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond. Positive expectation is discipline. It is proactivity, the shield of reason and the driver of right action. This matters most in uncertainty. Life is unpredictable. Health, money, work, relationships. Trying to control everything leads only to anxiety and exhaustion. I once met a man who lived this way, constantly planning and fearing loss of control. When unexpected problems struck, his mind spiraled into worst-case scenarios, draining his energy and peace. His turning point came when he applied a core Stoic principle: distinguish what is in your control from what is not. Each morning, he focused only on what he could control: his attitude, actions, and how he treated others. The problems didn't vanish, but his calm returned. By letting go of the uncontrollable, he regained inner strength. Viktor Frankl expressed this clearly. Everything can be taken from a person except the freedom to choose one's attitude. True proactivity is doing your best without clinging to outcomes. Success and failure are not enemies, but parts of growth. Start small. Control your response. Let go of what you cannot change. With steady practice, your mind becomes calmer, stronger, and freer. That is the Stoic path, and it begins today. We've explored the core principles of Stoic philosophy: positive assumptions, the power of mindset and expectation, embracing uncertainty, proactive action without attachment, repetition and practice, focusing on what you can control, and redefining failure and success. These ideas aren't just theory, but reminders to return to yourself, value every experience, and maintain inner peace amid life's upheavals. Remember, every journey begins with a small change, and steady practice leads to true freedom of mind. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment with 1. If you think it could be improved, comment 0 so I can make it better. Feel free to share your thoughts or personal stories. Every contribution matters. If you found value here, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss future videos on Stoic philosophy and steadfast living. Watch the recommended videos at the end to continue your inner growth. Remember, the mind is like a garden. Plant positive assumptions daily. Water them with action. Prune doubt through repetition. Focus on what you control. Let uncertainty flow. And redefine setbacks as part of your life's symphony. This isn't ignoring reality, but reshaping it into strength. Start small today. Choose one principle. Live it. Repeat it tomorrow. You'll feel the shift from anxiety to peace, from control to acceptance, from doubt to calm action. Keep repeating.